Hey everyone, I'm Chef Tucker, and I wanted to take today to talk to you about making easy white rice. A follower of mine requested that I show him how to, so I figured everybody could use a little bit of a helping hand, so let's do this. So, one of the things you're going to need to start off with is either medium or long grain white rice. Go figure. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to need to wash it or rinse it if you want. There's no need to, there's no requirement to, but if you wash it, what it does is it gets off all the factory dust, it gets off the rice flour, which is going to make it a little less sticky and a little bit more light and fluffy. But if you don't feel like it or you don't have the time, into the pot it goes, don't worry about it. So with that being said, into the pot it goes. All right, then just flatten it out a little bit, because there's two ways you can go about knowing how much water to add. First is just the generalized rule of thumb. For every 1 cup of rice, you do double that in water. So 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of water. 2 cups of rice, 4 cups of water. Pretty straightforward and simple. But I'm also going to show you guys the Mount Fuji or the Knuckle Technique. So how it works is you just take your finger, you place it on top of the rice, you don't push it in, you just kind of let it rest right on top, and you fill up the water in the pot until it comes to that first little knuckle right there. And that typically will be enough to tell you how much rice you need, how much water you need. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to turn it on high until it comes to a boil. All right, so now we got to wait for it to come to a boil, so let's just go ahead and speed through the boring part and get to the next step. All right, once your water is boiling, throw a tight fitting lid on, not super tight, but just to where it's not going to leak any steam, and turn it all the way to its lowest setting, and then you're going to just leave it sit for 20 minutes. Don't think about it, don't touch it, don't talk to it, don't say supportive, nurturing things. Just leave it alone and let it do its thing. We'll check back on it in another 20 minutes. After you've left it on a low heat for 20 minutes, not talking to it, not encouraging it, just leaving it alone, you're going to come back and you're going to pull it off the heat and let it sit on a towel on a pot holder for about 5 to 10 minutes. Then you come to the part, nice fluffy rice all the way through. Just give it a nice little fluff with a fork or a spoon, and you're ready to eat. Again, not a simple thing, but something that not everybody knows, not everybody's familiar with, but hopefully now you know a little bit more. And if you do, make sure you hit the like, share, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate it because it helps me grow. And now that you know how to do rice the right way, go out and conquer the kitchen.